Clerks, one of the worst jobs in Stellaris. You might think that I give it a harsh rap, as I always trash on it. But why is it so bad? Well, it does give amenities, which keep your habitat or planet happy. Each job gives a measly free amenities, where an entertainer from a holo theater can give 20. Okay, but it also gives trade. Again, it gives free trade value, which isn't awful, that's some energy. However, a trader gives 8, over double. Okay, what about the final saving grace? The fact it gives a plus 1% trade value to your entire planet. Now yes, this is good, but you need base trade for it to actually get increased. So it's usually the last job you actually want to work on even a trade build. Now, even though it's trash, I do love trade builds. And I've always loved the idea of getting clerks to work. So I'm going to take it to the extreme and only work them. No other jobs on any of our planets except for clerks. And it doesn't end there. This is a roleplay multiplayer stream with some insane rules where we're all competing for points that we earn from achievements. And yes, that's why I'm in a suit and tie, because we're taking the role of a clerk. I'll be explaining more of the rules as the video goes on. This empire is also co-op with Alpha Yang Delete. Go check him out. He makes narrative style videos on YouTube and also streams a bunch on Twitch. But let's tell the story of our first 50 years as a clerk-only empire. As species, the Cleridox has started on a habitat. We don't know how we were put here, but we know if we don't work clerks, this habitat is going to crumble. It's almost like a faith, and is why we're spiritualist, and if anything goes wrong, well, we'll just sacrifice using corporate death cult to hope the gods look good on our species. Due to this, we have become thrifty and conservationist, and there's not much to do on our habitat as there's no entertainers, so all we can do is breed. We believe that spreading the joys of clerks is our main mission, so we're gospel of the masses, where we'll get more trade value on all planets and branch offices with spiritualist pops, and of course, we're a megacorp, so that we can spread joy and actually get other resources somehow. The first thing we will do in this empire is of course get rid of all clerks, but don't worry, if we come over to our species rights and set them as utopian abundance, all unemployed pops will be happy and give us science and unity. Then all we have to do is just build more clerk buildings, such as habitation districts and commercial zones. That's it, all our planets will be, and of course we will keep the sacrificial temples and only work those jobs when we want to sacrifice. Now, as we're going, the first rule of this galaxy will hit us. Viewers watching live at the time, by the way, I will be streaming this live today, probably as you're watching this video, so come say hi. But viewers watching can tax, aid us, or buy us lottery tickets by donating money. $1 is equivalent to 1 resource unit that can be spent on anything. Of course, my viewers like to watch me suffer, so we get taxed instantly. Thank you, Remy. The most important tradition for this empire is mercantile. With this unity from the unemployed pops, it's going to help us rush it down to give us more collection range to get to our planets that are going to be far away from us. Clerks will produce more trade value and amenities, always a win. We can also switch what trade is giving us from 1 energy to 0.5 energy and unity, or 0.5 energy and consumer goods. This is going to help us scale massively. We'll also get more trade value and less market fee. This is the best tradition that we could possibly get. Now, another rule that's insanely important is that we cannot claim adjacent systems. If we do, we minus 2,000 points. Those achievements I mentioned earlier only give us 10 to 20. We cannot do this. This is going to affect the way we explore and survey, and we definitely want to find planets, as even though we're on habitats and have 0% habitability, trade doesn't get negative bonuses from negative habitability, so we may as well colonize everything we can see and then build habitats in the same system. And speaking of achievements, we got our first one. Storing 1,000 minerals gives us 10 points. We've also found our neighbor, which is also an achievement, giving us 10 points, and the chat did not go very well.
Hello, neighbors.
Oh, who are you?
We're spiritualists just like you guys. We're divine.
No, you're not spiritualists just like us. You're spiritualists. We're spiritualists.
Well,
you're whatever you are.
We have a faith, just like you.
No. We have a faith. Our faith, your faith is nothing.
Well, okay. Good talk.
How are you this fine galactic day?
We're doing well. How are you?
We're doing divine.
You're doing divine.
Yes, we've got many clerks working. It's a great day.
We are trapped in this reality for somebody else's entertainment, and it's just painful.
Well, we got 4 weeks of this. So
I almost just want to leave this galaxy for a new one.
Well, we could
We'll
help
leave
with
this
that leaving.
reality.
I feel like agreements between us could really help you accomplish you just leaving the galaxy. We could maybe get commercial packs. We could both benefit from each other's trade.
Simon, buddy. If we can, if we can make the most out of these fools, might actually be useful.
I'm gonna pretend we didn't hear that.
You
But
shouldn't have heard that. I'm
I'm
speaking in a stage whisper. You shouldn't have heard that.
oh, so what did you say? Sorry, I didn't hear you. You were whispering so
we're
quietly.
also spiritualists too, so we got a little Wi-Fi over there.
Oh,
I feel
wow,
like-
we are actually like touching each other. Okay.
Whoa!
Whoa, they've got to fill out the paperwork for that first. I'm sorry.
All right, hold up.
You want to send over that paperwork like immediately then?
Yeah, so we're thinking establishing an embassy would really help our communication. I think we've got on like a house on fire, really. It's been great. So we'll just send over that embassy. Just you can just accept it. We've read through the small print.
Oh
We've done
God, another
everything.
tax.
No, not more tax.
Okay, we got more paperwork to fill out.
We're gonna go fill out
mutual agreement. And we'll come back.
We'll come back. We'll be back. Okay. They're fed up with everything, and it's not looking good to get branch offices going and spreading the love of the clerks. Then we get taxed again. Thank you so much. It's already not a challenge. Please don't come and tax us. Maybe if we sacrifice some of our pops, we'll stop getting taxed. Let's hope so. And we get a nice bonus. The Galactic community does form very early, allowing us to chat with the other Megacorp Empire to be friends and spread the love and joy of all things Clerks. The translation software was malfunctioning a bit, but we negotiated a deal for some more points. Negotiating a trade deal, 10 more points. Hello.
Hello,
Okay,
Blue.
oh, those drab colors just hurt my eyes.
What the? Hi.
Hello, darling. It was very busy in here all of a sudden. How may I help you?
From one fellow megacorp to another, say hello, and be here in the future. We could build a friendship.
We believe that an embassy could be a great start to our friendly relationship.
Absolutely. I must insist that your embassy staff wear something from our summer range, then.
Not a maid
Something
outfit.
ugly.
Not a maid outfit. That's all I
Before
say.
we exit, I think we may need a trade deal.
So what I've gathered is that you want a trade deal. It's very hard to understand.
Yeah.
Yes, we
Trade
can
deal
trade, because
to-
that is, yeah,
Yes.
points mean prizes. And we might have found our new best friend. Greetings, fellow neighbor in the south. How are you doing today?
I am doing fine.
Great, great. Well, we noticed how beautiful your admin buildings were on your planet, and we just couldn't stop admiring them. We'd love, absolutely love, if we could set up an embassy nearby so we could come visit someday. Just, maybe do some taxing or filing together, whatever. Tickles our fancy.
Taxes, my favorite activity.
Oh, you love taxes?
Oh.
We're
Taxes,
too.
bureaucracy. It's almost as good as filing in force.
This sounds like
Alpha.
a beautiful friendship.
I think we've just
This-
found
this
our best
sounds
friends.
I think we
Nice.
should improve relations. I think we
We
should do
already are.
everything- Oh my goodness.
So,
Wow.
since we both love taxes, a little clerk that was running around our offices found a file talking about a great trade federation, and we're looking for someone who could be our best friend and file taxes together. I know it's a bit soon, we just met, but I just think that it
We
could
could even
be
trade
us.
tax.
We could do
As
each
long
other's
as-
taxes.
As long as I can do the paperwork for the Federation, I'm in.
What do you
Oh,
mean by that?
we'd love
Whoa,
to
wait,
do it
let's-
as well.
I love
What
nothing
if
more
we
than file.
share? What if
Together.
we give you 10 years of paperwork and then you give us 10 paper?
Because we have a lot of paperwork. I'm not gonna lie. All we got is paperwork on our planet. There's nothing but paperwork.
How about this?
There's gonna be enough to go round. There'll be enough to go
Let's
round.
settle with the friendship right now, and then we'll come back and talk more about paperwork.
The specifics, but we're definitely thinking of going the route to form a federation. So you don't even need to worry about that unless you wanted to, of course. So yeah, we'll come back when the relations are a bit better, establish embassies doing a bit more, and then we can talk about that federation and maybe even commercial pact, just to test the waters before that federation.
Well, if it's anything to do with paper, call me.
Perfect.
I can always make time free for my other paperwork.
Oh, great. Well, if you ever need us, come on over. We've always got a seat for you.
Most definitely. And likewise, if you ever need me, just let me
Perfect.
know.
I love you.
Toodles.
Sorry, I've been by. They love admin. We get all agreements and plan for a federation. And the federation has a big prize, so hopefully we can get that going. Not before we get taxed more. Please, no. We did find a rare tech, which we'll start researching straight away for 10 more points. And we finally finished Mercantile, reaping all those benefits from earlier. And of course, we're going to go for universal transactions. This will drastically help our economy, giving us more commercial pact efficiency with other empires, lower branch office cost, and increase official capacity. We can also propose commercial pacts without an embassy, and commercial pacts no longer cost influence to maintain. Huge for everything we want. And we're finally with the overlords that are running this empire. This is our first diary room conversation. Okay, more paperwork.
Welcome
Hello.
to the Laser Beams and Other Dreams diary room. Please note, all memories within this room retain the property of the Copium organization. All memories will not be retained after leaving the diary room. Thank you for your participation in the diary room.
Hi guys, welcome along. Welcome to the diary room. So
Hello.
we're dying to know here. How is it feeling receiving all these taxes? You must be having one heck of a time of it, really.
Well, we love filing taxes as, you know, as the divine administrative order. We don't necessarily like paying them, but it does make more paperwork, so we can't really complain. It's quite nice.
And we're paying a lot of it.
A lot. So if
We noticed you're paying a lot of tax.
Blessed be the clerks to bless us with these resources that we can pay as taxes. That's just
Yeah, we do.
how it is.
We have the workforce to handle. It's rough.
I see. But you're taking it on the chin and you're getting on with it stoically.
Yes.
Of course.
Yeah.
It's just, we love doing admin work. We love doing
We're the clerk
Clerk.
force of the galaxy.
it's just part of the job.
Force of the galaxy. Oh, you crack me up, you crazy administrative order, you. Oh, I love
I
it.
don't see what the joke there was, but
What?
well,
Yes.
it's
Anyway,
true.
And how do you feel you're doing with your score compared to the other?
I think we're making good.
Reading it between the
progress.
lines, we're making friends in the galaxy, and we're getting paperwork for everyone gathered here so that we can make future advancements.
Yeah.
Well, you are currently in third place, which is an excellent
Oh.
place to be in.
You weren't even looking. Wow.
Well, yes, you are in third place. You do have, you're very far ahead. You are, let me just check this. Yes, you are 2,000 and, it's actually 2,000 points ahead of the M31 habitation project. So congratulations on that.
Yes,
Oh,
well
nice.
done, well done. Yes.
That's
That good old
great.
clerk power.
We're also researching a rare tech, so there might be some more points coming soon. Ooh.
Wow. Check
And
you
potentially
guys out.
a federation here soon, hopefully.
Well, yeah, we're dipping into that. Yes.
And before we completely wipe your memory and kick you out of here, have you got a message for the audience watching throughout the multiverse, the Google Play of viewers watching at this moment?
Oh yes. If it ain't clerking, it ain't working.
Absolutely
ain't
revolting. Right,
Fucking
take their memories,
ain't
chuck them out the
working.
chute.
Yeah, get rid of them. Get rid of them right
Yeah,
now.
that's,
I needed those.
Yep, no, right, bye.
Bye.
It's all red. It's all gone. What just happened?
What? Wait.
Something.
How is like 4 months past? What?
Wait, what?
I'm good. What just happened? What were we doing? And we continue to expand and produce more border gore, but it is the will of those overlords. Since we finished Mercantile, we can go down diplomacy tradition to try and form that federation and try and get into the lead early on and show the true power of clerks, hoping to change people to love them too. We found more intel on our best friends that love administration, and it turns out their planet is doomed. Hopefully, they can get off it in time. Our first actual helpful donation from Frost. Thank you a lot. And this border gore has made it so that an ocean world is blocked from us getting it. That's better than the one that we claimed. You can't have everything. We'll just sacrifice to hope our luck goes up. We have an extremely productive conversation with our best friends. Let's listen to that.
Oh, it's the clerk.
Hello!
Hello.
Can I just say with
Hello.
Dogma? We've learned a lot about you, and we're a bit worried about what's happening on your planet, but we hope you've got it under control.
Yes, we've got that. We are
Great.
making a lot of progress in fixing the issue.
Well, is there anything that you need? Because our relations are still, it's new, but I feel like gifts to each other, we could really speed up the process of getting along.
Let's strengthen our bond. We see that our economy is a little bit stronger than yours, and we want to boost that just a little bit.
Just a little bit. And we're only working clerks, so
It's okay. Your science and your fleet power, balances that out. You're much. We're pretty equal, but
we are not particularly in need of anything at the moment.
not that you
food,
know.
consumer goods, minerals, energy.
Anything? Can we
We
just
did
give you
lose
something?
100 alloys go a long way.
Can we give you those in increments of 25?
Most definitely.
That doesn't. No. We can do it in one big. We can do it in one
okay,
big thing. He got caught up in the fine print there. Don't worry. We'll
Sorry,
send
there's so much paperwork here.
We'll send you 200. You know what? You asked for 100. You got taxed 500. You deserve more.
Thank you so very much,
It's
my good
okay.
friends. Do you also have any paperwork need?
I think
Oh,
we're
yeah, there's,
actually quite good. We're just trying to, you know.
There's one more. We gotta see if we can get some improvement relation paperwork going between the both of us. I think that would be beneficial in the long haul.
We could even help our trust with some more diplomatic agreements.
A non-aggression pact could also add more paperwork to both of them.
Oh, say no more.
As well as even guaranteeing each other's independence. That's a lot of paperwork
Man,
to
look,
do.
look at all this paper. This is great. We're back in business.
Beautiful.
Hey, Tom,
Let's
get your pen
flow.
ready. We're back to work.
More. Oh,
Whoa,
sorry.
are
This
you
is
right
this
on
is gonna be only Xeno soon.
Send EP
Jeez.
some paperwork. He needs it.
No, oh, thank
This
you.
is awesome.
We'll be back once we've gotten through that, and we can maybe even do more
So
paperwork
much
with each other.
paperwork. Oh god.
That was
More
great.
paperwork, yes,
That
definitely.
was so great. We'll see you around. Frost donated even more. Thank you so much for your kind donation. The clerks love it. Our first colony is settled, giving us 10 more points. And we now have better relations with our best friend, so we can actually do all of the agreements like the commercial pact, research agreement, trade league, and branch office. The Federation is now formed. This is huge. We get points, we get a research agreement with the Overlords Copium, who have all technologies research, so just a flat 25% bonus, and Trade League lets us turn trade into consumer goods and unity. Copium joins to announce the prize.
Welcome to the diary room. Blah, blah, blah. Memory will go away. Blah, blah. Well done. You're in a federation. Congratulations. You get the prize. Please, as soon as you can, get a research agreement with the GM Empire, and you can just get that, and that's fine. Now, there is one important thing to note here, and we do have the friendship prizes. One, great. You do have to pay the Federation tax. So you need to send all of your energy, minerals, food, consumer goods, and alloys to the GM Empire to hit 0, and you must continue to pay this tax whilst you are in a federation. But well done again for winning the prize. Good job, LD.
This is some buttery bull.
Well,
That is the prize.
Please
It's
don't
a great
swear
prize.
you are live to the multiverse.
And so every month we have to send everything to the GM.
You basically send all your resources now, and then next month send them all again. Just the basic ones and the consumer goods.
Only
and the
as long as you're in a federation.
Yeah,
So,
it's usually the federation.
we've already got our points for this federation, right? Can we just leave the federation?
Yes,
now
you
that
still have to pay that tax, though. Of course, you still owe the tax of all your resources.
as long as we're in the federation, right?
Well, you owe it now, and then so you do have to first send all the resources, then you can leave immediately and not pay the tax
Not
anymore.
pay any tax.
Yeah. So we'll pay first, but then we can leave after. And then,
Yeah,
absolutely.
absolutely. Yeah.
Can we join again and then get more?
Then you'll pay the
federation?
tax again.
I hate you. I hate you all. We wasted a tradition on this. Okay, we'll send everything.
Well, we can still be friends. All right, don't let this federation breaking
Oh,
up mean the end of our friendship.
If you want to break up the federation, you do have to fill in. Sorry, you have to break the federation up first before you. In order to stop paying the tax and break the federation up. Sorry, I do have a form you need to fill in. Let me just grab it. I need both sides to complete this and send it off to me. Before you
Tom,
can
we
leave.
got more paperwork.
Let
Come
me
on
just
back.
find it. Yeah, it's the Galactic Relationship Termination Form GRTF 88. I am going to need you both sides to send a completed copy to me immediately.
Hey, bring HR in here. They need to see this too. All right.
It's not good, and we got forms to fill out, so it's not too bad. We're currently joint 4th, so we need to step it up. To leave that federation, we're gonna have to fill out the form. Let's play the montage.
I'll go through the direction now. So, 1, pretty simple. What is the name of civilization? 2, which federation depends on relationship you're terminating? 3, how long does this relationship exist? Is that to be nearest star cycle? Section 2, what is the primary reason of ending this relationship? The options of A, betrayal during war, B, annexation of your star system, C, refuse to share spice recipes, or D, it's not you, it's us. Did the other party agree to galactic agreement? Yes or no? Question 7, have you tried couples mediation? If no, why do you hate reconciliation? Why? Then we've got the emotional fallout clause. Section 7, describe how this breakup will influence your civilization. Check all reply. A, sad but reply. B, devastating appalling and nebula line. C, thrilled to finally reclaim our cultural identity. D, will now build a football obliterate that homework. You can multiple layers you need. Would you like Copium? Thus, send an official its own hologram on your behalf. Wouldn't like your format. I like professional or techy. Also, do you want to block the other civilization comms? If yes, this will include dramatic music when they try to contact you. Section 4, asset and territorial division. How should shared star systems and space stations be divided? A, equitably or in agreement. B, we'll take everything, obviously. C, leave it to Copium's arbitration box. Fingers crossed. Section 11, did the other party borrow anything from you? Yes, please list all the items. Then, will you demand them back, or will you just owe passive aggressive space fleets back? Then you've got 12, are there any disputed trade routes, wormholes, or planetary naming rights? If yes, list them so we can ruin someone's day. Publicly collect. Sorry. 13, how do you plan to announce this termination of the galaxy? A, heartfelt press release. B, an elaborate meme campaign. C, we're just ghosting them. Would you like Copium providing drama consultants to make breakup wide game for spectators? Yes or no? Section 6, preventive measures. How likely is this breakup to escalate into war? A, 0, because we're professional. B, moderate, we're emotional but restrained. C, so as to on the battlefield users. Then we've got, would you like Copium's post-breakup literature? Please note this retaliation up to 2 destroyed star systems. Section 17, should Copium send an apology for the homework? If yes, please do the type. If you flowers, rocks, or flaming debris. Section 7, post-termination plans. You plan on joining another federation or what? Yes, will you be the rebound member? And question 19, do you have your revenge plan? If yes, please note Copium does not condone revenge, but we are deeply curious. And final question, would you like me to 1-star review for this federation or relationship? If yes, we know forward you the public and subject to spicy comeback. And then signing that form, termination will be final, and you accept any galactic awkwardness that ensues. Right, we've gone through that form. Please send a completed copy over to me.
Our friend is declared war on, but in this galaxy, all combats are dueled 1 versus 1. Yes, that's right, 1 ship versus 1 ship, so we can't get involved. We'll ignore this for now and wish our ally luck and hope they can win. We luckily did manage to leave the Fed. It's just not worth being taxed of all our resources, and this is going to hurt in the future. And the spared 2 resource units that Frost gave us go on lottery tickets. This lottery is done every 20 years, and we don't know the prizes, but we may as well buy tickets. We decide to go and talk to the Storm Chasers. Let's see how that goes. Whoa, it's windy over here, jeez.
Bit windy in it.
Very windy, but how are you all doing? We haven't had a chance to speak to you. Your nation looks amazing, and it looks like you've got lots of cool admin buildings. I really like those admin buildings. Those admin buildings are very cool.
Hello there.
Oh.
Hello.
We've come to propose a relationship between us. We saw that you love, well, chasing storms, of course. But you know what's better than chasing storms?
Oklahoma. I see what you did there. Tornado Alley, eh?
It is, to be fair. But you know what's good in Oklahoma as well as storms?
Insurance and paperwork.
And logging where those storms were, and maybe even will be. Here, at the Divine Administrative Order, we aim to log everything in the galaxy, including storms.
Dude.
How will we do that? An embassy could be good to start here. That we can get to know your people, get to know what's going on over there.
We're always happy for more friends, dude.
Nice. We'll make a great relationship. As long as you just let us do your taxes, do your files, do the logging. We'll get along great. We'll send over that deal.
Taxes.
But like we can sell everything, and it would be great.
Where are you guys, dude?
We're down in the south, the cool south. We haven't seen any storms. I'm quite jealous. Like, you look like you were really enjoying the storms.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe we could surf them as well as what you could do. Maybe you could teach us sometime. That'd be cool. Clerks need downtime.
Always happy to share riding some gnarly waves.
Nice. We'll come back when we got more paperwork to do with you. We're glad you're enjoying the storms. We hope they hit you. While this conversation was ongoing, Copian says the first resolution through wins, so I seize the opportunity to put markets through. Our mission is to get this done. In this galaxy, the winner is per empire vote, not diplo weight, so we can't increase the odds by increasing our diplomatic weight. Our best friend won their war, flipping their opponent to Italian. We tried to get their support in the galactic community, but they were hostile about the Fed being gone. But we spun it as it's crippling us both, so we had to stop doing paperwork. It makes sense. The other megacorp in the north, or our fashion friends, agreed to a commercial pact and to agree to the Galactic Resolution, as well as a research agreement. We can also now build our first habitat. So 20 years has gone by, and it's the first meeting. It's chaotic. Let's see what goes on. There's a lottery. We start with 1, and then we bought 11. We also get a bit too involved with the copium host, but the prophet of the point wins, and their prize is that their entire council get dismissed. I'm glad we didn't win that. We get 5 seconds to put forward our resolution. Admin, clothes, bureaucracy, papers, and life itself.
2,
Clerks.
1. Well, thank you for coming in time. That was fantastic. And let's hear from someone in the opposition.
And they get 5 minutes.
All of the people voting for it, I think it's pretty clear. They're really ugly. And
speak for yourself. You looked in the mirror. We can sell you one.
Quiet now. Excuse me. There'll be no crosstalk on this floor. Sponsored by
I would rather not leave my house. That's it. I don't want to talk.
And we have a 3-second rebuttal from the Divine Administrative Order. 3, 2, 1.
Everyone
and thank you for the rebuttal. Your time is now closed.
It's all locked in, and we lose by 1. From now on, there's a form that we have to fill out to put forward Gal community resolutions. 20 years has gone by, and it's not looking too good. We need commercial pacts with everyone, so we can produce science and get rich. There's also points for getting a branch office in every single empire's capital. We have a first conversation with the Foundation for Artistic something and talent, I don't know. They agree to an embassy, and we find out they have a genetic disease. We manage to get a commercial pact to try and help them by building a branch office with science in. Maybe this will help them find a cure. There's also some unrest on a planet. Don't worry, we're invading it. It just seems they didn't want to work as clerks. Don't worry, they'll all be sacrificed. The head clerk also came up with some insane admin abilities. We started color coding the achievement list to make it easier for us. This is all down to the clerk's administrative organization power. And we find our first paragon. We may as well employ them. It might help in the future. Who knows? We then talk with the Shroom gang for the first time. They don't like us. Just watch.
Hello.
What's up?
How are you guys doing?
We're doing great.
I know you guys are xenophobic. Hey, look, no, I just wanted to introduce ourselves. The Divine Administrative Order.
You discussed us.
Yes, that's that. So, just hope you guys are having a great day.
Not anymore.
Oh.
Why are you here?
Well, you know what people hate more than other alien species?
Nothing.
Taxes.
No, we're good with the
Yeah, we like
well,
You guys are good with taxes. We're good with taxes too.
we enjoy doing taxes, you know?
Are you a megacorp?
Maybe.
Yeah, you can't put branch offices on our planet.
No, we don't want to. We don't want
No,
to.
we don't
We just
want-
want to maybe break.
Well, what I mean is, I think you literally can't.
Oh, you're
We're
hive.
perfectionist.
Okay, well, maybe we could increase trust some kind of way. Is that possible?
We don't.
No, we already found one alien species that we hate less than everyone else, and we're building trust with them.
Yeah, we would like them to be our overlord.
Oh, fair enough.
Well, we're not
What?
trying to be your overlord. We're just trying to be like a, maybe an acquaintance. We can grab a beer at the bar sometime.
That's a
But
stretch.
you suck so much.
I know. Like, look at this guy.
How
Look
about
at
we
this guy.
prove you
Look
wrong
at
over a
him.
pint? Over a pint. How about that?
Over a pint. God, what
Yeah,
are you, a savage? We don't drink. We're of natural design, baby. All natural.
Yeah,
This was a mistake.
this guy's a
I'm
hermit.
sorry. I'm sorry.
Like,
We're sorry. We're
no,
sorry
no,
for you.
we're
You had to
sorry,
be-
all right?
You had to
We
be
apologize.
born the way you are. Get
All
out.
right?
Thank you for coming.
Just
No,
before
let's
you
get
kick
out
me
of
out,
here.
just before you kick us out, if you ever need any assistance, clerically,
then we'll ask
to-
anyone else.
yeah,
Literally.
okay,
We will be.
okay, that's
We know
fair
who
enough.
not to talk to. Thank you.
That's fair enough. That's fair enough. At least we could qualify that
You
for
know
you.
what? I got a Jaeger
It's all
bomb
good.
waiting. All right? It's not the drink. Shut up.
We then talk to the Storks, megacorp fashion friends, who are Xeno fans? Or only Xenos? Something like that. We get a migration treaty, but milk minerals for them, due to my co-op leader, who just likes the money. We also see that there's a machine who absolutely despises us above us, and they have the extermination diplomatic stance, so there's not much we can do with them. We'll just ignore them for now. I'm sure nothing bad would happen. We then have a conversation with the Storm Chasers. We get a commercial agreement with them in the hopes that we can land a branch office and help them with storms, but also help us with our own economy. They roll something, they must be a gambler, but they do an information trade, which puts us in good stead to get that going. Now, every 20 years, our personality also changes. Rolling a wheel from Copian, we get the sports presenter, which is really putting this video into a game of two hearts. Now, we did get the commercial pack with the Storm Chasers, and we shoot and land the branch office, building a science building straight away, which should put us in good stead. Our economy is going well, but our influence is lacking. But the clerks have found a loophole. Empty corvettes for more influence from power projection, but at less alloy cost. Our great best friend who loves bureaucracy comes to chat with us. They need relief. We tried to get them a vassal to maybe get points, but they weren't going for it, so we went for a gift, as we still want them to be our friends. The next tradition is expansion, for more pops and cheaper habitats. Something we realize is that we can try and make our Paragon leader, which will give us points, as they're not our species race. We can't do it yet as they don't have enough support, but hopefully later they'll win over our clerical race. So another thing that happens in this galaxy for the entertainment of you all is the Great Race. This is a race along the edge of the galaxy. The system it starts in, you must finish it. We must have open borders with everyone and go anti-clockwise. We can use any method, and there might be hostiles. We don't have to kill them, but we need to go through the system to the next. The outside galaxy is all connected. It's like it was made for us. Whoever wins a huge prize, but as we know from the lottery, this prize might not be good. You can also not declare war during this race. The best fleet and leader name equals more points, so our leader becomes Lewis Hamilton, flying the Spurry Up ship. The DM's favourite football team might be Tottenham Hotspurs. Our plan is simple. We put the Paragon in a science vessel, which is already pretty fast, but a Paragon has a 50% speed trait. Lewis Hamilton is fast. The fleets are lined up and ready, and we're off. I immediately mess up by doing orders too far ahead, causing us to path through a gateway. This could get bad. Lewis Hamilton might be getting ahead of themselves. We're far behind, but the first jump is tight, and we manage to catch up to the pack. We're now up to third, but should we even win? My co-op partner takes control, as I'm just messing up too much. I'm not built for this, and I trust him. While Alpha was racing, I went crazy with achievements. We stored 10,000 of a single resource, 20 points. We earned a total mineral income above 250, 20 points. We started a dig site, which is going to be 10 points. Then we went a bit crazy and used the market to earn an income above 1,000 for 20 points. And we also did get a care package from Frost a while ago, which means 10 more points. It's going well. The Shroom Gang is now one system ahead of us, but anything can happen, and we are fast. The only issue is there's a hostile in the way. Can we go around it? Yes, we can. We negotiated with the Zero Core for more exotic gases. This means we can put on an edict that makes us go even faster. I then start spamming branch offices for more science. However, the Shrooms are pulling away. They're 3 systems ahead, but wait.
They're getting chased. Oh, the Shroom Gang is getting chased right now.
Oh, you're gonna have to go round them though.
Yes,
they
yes,
could
I
block
see, I
it off.
see.
They're gonna block it off.
No. Okay, here I know what to do. I know what to do.
Wait, they didn't get through.
Oh,
Go, 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 go,
yes,
go, go,
yes,
go, go.
yes. No, get out the way! Fucking hilarious! I'm sorry.
Go for it, go for it, go for it. Yes! Yes! There's more in there.
More.
There's more. Turn left as soon as you get in.
Yes,
we
yes.
do. Oh my gosh.
Oh my God.
Yes!
They went missing in action.
Go! Left more, left more, left more, left more, left more, left more, left more.
Yes!
We gotta get round to the other system.
Dude, if Lewis Hamilton wins this, means so much.
The only issue now is there's another system with hostiles on the border. We wait and see what others do, as we don't want to screw it up here. I start turning the empty ships into those with guns, to maybe go and clear the hostile. And I also start gambling at Quartz Compass. Trust me, it's for an achievement. The Galatron will give us points. Leave me alone. Someone else goes through the system and doesn't die, so we immediately follow. We're faster, so we go into first. From here, we are well ahead, and there's no issues for the foreseeable future, except for the issue that there's a 9.4 thousand fleet blocking the last system jump. But the clerks have read some small print to use other ships to move them out the way so our science ship can sneak past. While preparing for this, we do get enough minor artifacts from the Nimistic Order for 10 more points. We have an attempt of moving them. It fails because they go back to the hyperlane, but this is good. This gives us information. We just have to time it well. And we're used to sacrificing things for the greater good. And it all comes down to this. Play it. We're going in. We'll send one in. Wait.
Okay.
Wait.
EP 2-0, all of your gas.
No.
Ooh, it's all right. Tax them. Let's go. Keep pushing the fleet.
Okay.
Tax them.
They're moving.
Ships are moving.
They're moving.
Go. Far left.
Go
Far
round.
left. Oh my God.
Go round.
Yes.
Yes. Defenses.
Keep going.
Defenses make titled. We're gonna get. We should even win this. We're gonna get taxed to holy hell for this. Go. Go. Go.
Yes. We win.
Always read the small print. Always
Oh my God.
read the damn
Stellaris
small
gameplay.
print.
The party system is ours.
Go. Don't miss the
Louis
system.
going.
Don't choke it at the last minute. Just like Arsenal, not Tottenham. Fuck Arsenal.
Tell the storm chase.
You
to
so
hurry up.
nearly.
Tell the storm chase to hurry up.
We've done it.
Here we
As soon
go.
as you're in the system.
Yes.
One.
Now,
Victory.
and that is
Yes.
the story up led by Lewis Hamilton have achieved
racer.
first place.
The greatest racer in
Can you tell
history.
us a little bit about? Can you tell us a little bit about how this makes you feel?
We started off a little strong here. At first, we thought this thing was over, but we managed to come back, and we kept pacing ourselves. We worked together. We had our military fleets clear out some hostilities, but at the end of the day, we came out on top. And
It
that's
might
all
be
that mattered.
the most incredible thing that I've ever seen. Not just in sports. It's better than my daughter's birthday. It's better than their birth even. Just everything.
All the coping that we got for this was awesome. I mean, if it wasn't for you guys, we would not have won this.
Victory. We get 50 points for first, as well as Fast and Furious win the race, another 10 points, putting us up to second overall. We also get a system with a mega structure for Unity. It was well worth winning that race. And of course, there's another lottery, and the profit of points win. And they all go on holiday again. Win, however, did let one of our leaders go and gamble for retirement, so we have to eliminate them. Goodbye, Isaac Brown. We also did get a donation for winning the race. Alloys, that's what we'll take, allowing us to expand our habitats. The other Megacorp ally wants to make a trade federation. That is not happening again. Lewis Hamilton won the race and now has enough support to be our ruler. And that's just what we'll do, gaining omnicultural, giving us 10 points. It's a sad day. LD's planet has blown up. They're just fully gone. They died, a branch office died, but they're still alive. They managed to take a ship out of there and are just roaming around in space. Now, luckily, we can make up for that branch office loss by hiring a consultant. We get better trade and a council position that will give us even more trade once we can reform the council. It's another 20 years and we've turned into a reality TV host. I guess Lewis Hamilton has retired to become a reality TV host. We did with the best name. It's fine. We're the people's champion. We have a devious plan to rehome our bureaucratic ally, and that's to send a construction ship to build a system on their home system and then build a habitat there so they can eventually repopulate it. We do anything the allies that stay close to us and believe in the power of Clerks. Somehow came second. I don't know how the habitation protocol had that many points. Maybe we shouldn't just ignore them. I was wrong about Clerks. Yes, they don't produce the same amount of trade as traders. They also kind of suck giving amenities. What it does do is make you filthy, filthy rich. Rules this time are slightly different, but I'll mention those when they're relevant. Firstly, we do have a new co-op partner, Umar, because Alpha is ill. F's in chat. Hopefully he'll be back for the next stream. Last time, using our clerical genius, we did color code the achievement list, and that's what we do just now. We mark those that are more likely to be done in yellow so we can aim for it, such as collecting 1,000 trade value in our capital. Right at the gate, we build more branch offices. The more branch offices we have, the more science we can get, which then means we can get more resources and more achievements. So it's really the only way we get science, so we need branch offices. And of course, in this galaxy, you, the viewer, can donate money to tax or aid us. Most people get gifts or specimens. My chat keeps taxing me. Thank you, Remy, again. We've been taxed 1,400 alloys. We can't produce alloys. This hurts us a lot. And we also somehow get void raiders in our capital. This is not starting off well. But one of our neighbors, Prophets of the Point, didn't really like us last time, so I'm going to try and amend that. Run the meeting. Hello, friends!
How are we?
Oh,
doing?
hello.
Hello.
We're absolutely loving the bureaucracy going on your planet right now. It's looking amazing.
Bureaucracy? when I was on the planet, we had a bureaucracy. We just had to fight for ourselves and light fires and swing from the trees.
Nice. we just love the clicks. We have noticed. Oh, we've just gotten raided. It's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine on our capital. Don't worry.
You're telling me that you enjoy employing clerks?
We are only clerks, sir.
Clerks are the weakest. Clerks are illegal.
But do you know what clerks do for you?
Nothing.
They will give you energy if you do form a commercial pact with us. Because our trade is so strong, it will just give you free energy. How does that sound?
Free?
Free. All it takes is just forming a commercial pact with us.
I can't see that the clerks don't protect you from those void worms.
No, they wouldn't. But you could show that to us for your insane might. I mean, like, look how strong you guys are. It's amazing. It is insane.
We are the cream of the crop.
You are, and that's why we want a commercial pact with you, so we can learn from you, and you just benefit from it. How does that sound?
I love being patronized by a clerk empire who is overwhelming.
We're not
might to us.
We're not patronizing you at all. Oh, Pops.
You know, I don't know what this patronizing word means.
That's
and
not
I don't
at all
appreciate
what
you
we're
using
doing.
it.
No, we genuinely think that you're very strong. I mean, like, look at your feathers. Who wouldn't be impressed by that?
True.
So how does this sound? Free energy. We get to learn from you.
Free energy.
Yep.
What's the catch?
There is no crack. Well, it costs you 0.12 influence. That's literally it.
Yeah, I think
that sounds perfect.
And we may also have branch offices, but that's just going to help you. The branch offices will help.
Whoa. The only branches I'm familiar with are the ones I found in the Amazon.
We'll make sure to only expand using the finest ones from the Amazon.
The finest Amazonian branches.
Look at it. There it is. It doesn't hurt at all. Well, thank you, friends. Thank you. We hope to speak to you later.
Yeah.
If you ever need anything from us.
Whoa, that is a lot of branch offices. What have you done?
Just let us know if you need anything. If you need anything else, just let us know. We'll leave you to it. Goodbye. Oh, money!
That was very fast. Branch offices.
We don't sit around and do nothing. There is something new. Their empire. We need to keep an eye on them. Where did they come from? And we are reminded that Remy does have 6 resource units. Oh no, they're calling them rebel units. That's not good. We're going to have to remember that and tremble in our boots. Our first diary room from Copium. Come to check out the form we filled out in between the sessions, and it's void as we filled out too much information. It's not going well. We got to build some habitats, so I crashed the economy just to get enough alloys. We'll be rich eventually. It's fine. It's fine. We might be losing monthly alloys. It's fine. Our clerks are producing 447 monthly energy, and we'll get richer. It's fine. So another achievement is to be the first empire to actually pass a galactic resolution. This hasn't happened, so I'm going to try and make this happen for us. First people we talk to are the Prophets of the Points, since we might be in better stead with them. They want to know what's in it for them. The galactic market's just better for everyone. We can get better economies, so we can get more points. We also have no economy and want toilet paper, so we send them 50 per month. This ends on a good note, and if it ain't clerking, it ain't working. The next thing we do is go and talk to the new empire. The Empire. This is juicy. Let's run the clip. Hello, the Empire.
Hello. person that has come to
We
say
are the
hello.
Divine Administrative Order. I am Lewis Hamilton, former race winner. You might have seen me cross the entire galaxy in an anti-clockwise motion.
I have only just recently arrived to this galaxy.
We
I do not
can
know who
see.
you are, Louis.
We just wanted to welcome you. We wanted to give you a gift of energy just to say hi, welcome you to the galaxy. Hope you're settling in all nicely.
A gift of energy.
Yeah, we just send that over now. I just can't help but absolutely gawk or hawk over the amount of clerks in your planets. They're just so beautiful.
We're very efficient.
We can see that. We could learn so much from you.
You actually could.
I think we could. Like, we are always trying to improve our clerical duties.
I'm not against teaching you. That's kind of one of the reasons I came to this galaxy, honestly.
Really? Could spare any knowledge. That would be perfect. Like, anything we could do to get knowledge would just be perfect.
Yeah, I mean, to give you a little bit of a rundown. So obviously we've only just got, but we have been around a while, I'm sure you tell, just by taking a look around.
Yeah.
We've existed, you know, we've streamlined many things. We've reached
I love
the
streamlining.
Pinnacle. We've reached the top. We don't even need to, like, have researchers anymore, because we've done it all.
Well, we don't. We also don't have researchers, and we've not done it all. All we have are clerks doing the bureaucracy, and it's just fantastic. I don't think working researchers is needed, to be honest.
Yes, but the research in itself is, you know.
We haven't thought that far ahead.
Yeah, see, this is why you need us.
Yes.
Okay, so we know about what's beyond. We've come there. We know.
Mhm.
You don't.
No.
To put it bluntly, you're not prepared.
No, I guess we're just quite stupid, to be honest.
You come here, and obviously you see me, and we've arrived, and I'm, of course, you know, a benign, you know, I rule, I'm the Empress here, but I'm not out to hurt anybody.
Oh, that's
I'm not
good.
here to, you know, yeah, that kind of thing. But had you know, the people that we're trying to avoid, if they were the ones that you had met first, suffice it to say, you may not still have a head.
What?
They're not decent. They
Are they on the way
like,
here?
Uncertain at this point. Possible.
Oh.
But this is kind of one of the reasons that we've got here. We saw your galaxy along our zipping along the stars. And I kind of saw it from their perspective, just an entire galaxy of just woefully inadequate.
Oh, is that us?
No, not just you.
Oh,
the
everyone.
Entire galaxy. Yeah.
Yeah. Compared to you, I mean, we are.
You're a fledgling galaxy. You've barely taken your first few steps. You know, it's not a dig at you guys. You've only just recently begun, really.
Yeah.
But there's so many more older things out there, and I'm coming in, and my aim is to show and to, you know, envelop in a warm embrace of just protection and assistance, you know, that sort of thing. So, you know, we could teach you and show you with a lot of research. It may mean every now and then you might need to dedicate one individual occasionally to doing research. I don't know how your species operates, if that's feasible.
It's purely just through branch offices and unemployment.
Okay.
That's how we're just getting the technology as we go at the minute.
Okay, but you can access technology, yes?
Yes. We're just research integrated cybernetics. We're actually improving ourselves to do more clerical duties by integrating a machine in our brain. So I think that's a good idea.
I mean, if it's an efficient machine,
It will
has
be.
checks and balances.
It hopefully
Have you
will
considered
be.
what happens should it go rogue?
No, we haven't thought that far ahead. Of course, we haven't.
Okay. I'm detecting a trend.
I
It's
understand.
fine.
Our machines, they make coffee at most.
Yeah.
Currently, but they
Currently.
can do other things. I do note that there are more advanced machines in your galaxy. You do know what they are capable of.
Tell them about the T prototype.
Well, the T's doing well, and that other, they're good at getting points. They're pretty good at that.
Tea?
Tea.
That's
you
this
drink it.
amazing product we have, and we're automating it. Do you want
Yes.
to trade some of it? We love
I
trade.
can. If you gift it to me, I can taste it. Sure.
We'll send you over a tea,
Yeah, maybe if you
But
like
yeah,
it, we
just
can open up some.
think upon.
and we'll even send
think upon
over
what we've
a cup.
discussed. I'm more than happy to assist you in the fashion that you desire. I mean, obviously we can envelop you and offer you the protection of the Empire.
We've got a few proposals to get that
comfortable for
moving, if that's okay to put forward.
What kind of proposal? Sorry.
So to learn a lot more about like what's coming, I think a direct line of communication with an embassy could be good, just so we can, get to know each other. And
Yeah.
well, you see, we've got this thing called the Galactic community. I don't know if you have that around where you're from. We're currently
I've encountered and have partooken. I believe my aides have been on it already.
Oh, nice. Well, we're just trying to form the Galactic Market so we can all try and work together a bit more. So if you could vote for that, that could be...
I'm pro that.
If you're pro that, it would be great if you just vote that through. That would be great. It's on the floor.
Proposed this? Oh, you have.
Yeah, it's right. It's right there on the floor. And maybe in the future, we could even do a commercial pack to, learn more from you, learn how your economy works. I mean, it's so efficient. We'd love to learn more about that. And then potentially branch offices.
We'll see where we go. Traditionally...
Obviously not right now. We can't do it. We'll get trust with each other. The embassies will start working. Our clerks will talk with your clerks.
You can come and see how we operate. Definitely, you can visit our capital. It's a big circle. It's great.
I like
my
circles.
Palaces are here. It's great. But
Those
yeah,
are
we
cool.
are usually kind of an all or nothing situation. I just want to be honest at the outset.
No situationships. It's just commitment. You like commitment.
All or nothing, basically. We have been bitten before. So just for your awareness, But it would of course protect you from anything untoward.
Okay, that sounds good.
Yeah. I will, however, support your motion as a goodwill.
Oh, thank you. Well, if you ever need anything, you ever want to teach us anything, ever need us, just come let us know. We got the embassy set up. You're always welcome. And if you like that tea, we got more where that came from.
All right, brilliant. Well, thank you very much. You have been the second entity to come to pay homage.
Just a non-aggression pact to promote cooperation.
Oh, we'll have a non-aggression pack if that's.
I see no problem with that.
Yeah.
This is why I have. They forget.
I
forget that was what I meant.
Yeah, nice. That'll be great.
If you don't have aides, I would recommend.
Yeah. Well, I've got my clerk, my assistant to the deputy head clerk, with me here. They don't do much talking, but
the
they
deputy director.
To the deputy.
Something like that. I can't
Deputy
remember.
director.
Yes.
Yes.
Anyway, we'll leave you to it, and just remember, if it ain't clerking, it ain't working. We'll see you. While this conversation was ongoing, we did start Cybernetics and also finish it because we have such a huge Unity stockpile. We're basically implanting robots into our heads so we can do more clerical duties. Not before we get taxed again. A further 200 alloys and a further 8 rebel units for the next operation. And we did lose a bunch of food from the previous rebel units. Please stop. The next empire we talk to is the Foundation. They are also cybernizing, so we bond over that and try and get the Galcom going. Due to us building a habitat in their overlord system to honor them, they blew up last episode. They were doomsday and it did not end well. They're more than happy to accept, which is great. And just as something to note, we are getting refugees from the Empire. We don't know what's going on there, and these species are called Achievers. It's fine. Nothing bad's happening. And we do get a sponsorship.
Hello.
Hello, how are you doing?
Hungry Clerks? Well, you should try Tori's Galactic Fried Avians, the best wings you'll get in the galaxy.
Ooh.
Ta-ta, darling.
Bye. That's odd. This must be a Nucopian initiative. Next, we talk with our fashionable megacorp friends, the Fork, who also agree to put forward the Galactic Market to get their fashion on a galactic scale. It's going well so far. And we have the Galactic Community. We didn't fill in the paperwork correctly. I disagree. Just to say, so our vote doesn't count. We move in to say why they should vote. It's good for you and everyone else watching because a Galactic Market will bring the economy together, meaning we can compete for more points.
That wraps up your time. Congratulations, well done.
And the opposition betrays us.
Now, in opposition, we'd like to hear from anybody.
Yeah, I did take this. Yes, yes.
You're supporting it.
Yes,
No.
this, yes.
What?
You've now got
What
2
have
minutes
you
to talk
done?
about the opposition of
What have you done?
No more toasters for you. No more toasters for you.
Dolphin!
You know, someone said opposition. I be befuddled in the head. You see.
Oh my God, Dolphin! We agreed to them. They gave us a trade deal
Well, he said opposition
to support this.
Am I hearing some infighting happening amongst our members? That would be terrible. Please continue.
We rebuttal.
Please, you have 3 seconds to respond.
Yeah.
Thank you for that rebuttal. That was excellent.
And they move back as they still want their toilet paper. Luckily, it passes, which means points. We are very close to 1,000 trade collected in our capital. And yes, the reason we've spread out this much is because last episode, if we settled any system next to another system, we'd lose 1,000 points. That rule is now gone, so we can start filling in the gaps and collect more trade, making clerks even stronger. And as you can see, maybe our economy will get better. We're buying a lot of food because we also can't produce food. We talk again with the Empire. We thank them for getting the community passed, and really, we would want a commercial pact with them. They are insanely strong, everything is overwhelming, but they don't really want to. They need full commitment by becoming their vassal. This is something we will definitely have to talk over with the clerks. Just think of how much we can learn about clerical duties, how strong our Empire will become with this huge commercial pact, and the branch offices. We're leaning towards joining, although we need to be careful. Another rule that exists is the bomb. The bomb could be passed between players, and every so often years it explodes, and whoever system explodes in loses alloys. Of course, it's in our system and explodes, and we lose 1,000 alloys. We don't have 1,000 alloys, so we have to pay reparations. I just need alloys to build habitats and make more clerks. In this galaxy, there's also a lottery, which in previous lotteries has disbanded the entire council, so we don't really want to win it. We can buy tickets, but we don't want to. However, the audience can also buy tickets for people, and we got tickets bought for us. Luckily, the Storm Chasers win, and the prize is a vacation for their council, as well as their flagship getting sent on a little vacation with them. Another rule is Hungry Hungry Hippos. 1,000 food at the end of 10 years is 1 point. We managed to buy as much as we can, and we get 8,000 food. However, there was a twist. Whoever didn't send any got a bunch of points. This is... it's not going well. Luckily, someone did send us 1,000 alloys as a care package. Thank you so much. We need that. The Empress introduces themselves on the Galactic community floor, and they mention there's something very bad out there. It's almost 25 times as bad as what we've seen before, and they're going to help us. In the next meeting, we need to show them something great meaning of our empire and put on a parade. Oh, this is going to be fun. And also another rule is that we spin a wheel of personality. We got Polygot, the Vow. Now at the end of this meeting, we're feeling a bit disheartened. Points are getting shoved out willy-nilly. Last time we lost, even though the M31 were losing by a lot. Maybe we should have won. And we do feel like being vassals might just be the way. We can learn so much about this empire that's from somewhere else. We should get on that, and hopefully nothing gets in our way to distract us. This is foreshadowing. And someone from the Copium audience paid for us to be sponsored by my own channel. The achievement series is great. Go watch it. This is some weird meta. And thank you, Remy, for taxing us again. Operation Frilly Bow is a go. We successfully seized 1,000 alloys for the Great Maid fleet to overthrow the Great Deceiver, EP20. Yeah, there's a lot going on, but we're losing alloys. Our economy is struggling. We're in deficits. We're getting taxed like crazy. The vassalage and commercial pact is not sounding too bad. Now, hear me out. We've had to employ some augmentators to transition us into cybernization. It's not clerks, but we sacrificed enough clerks to make up to it to the gods, and they've allowed it. This is going to make our clerks even more efficient, so is for the greater good. Don't worry about it. And before we could even talk to the Empire to vassal ourselves, the parade starts. We send Lewis Hamilton, the winner of the great race from last time. They've had a makeover, and we've sent a Corvette. They've upgraded from the science ship, but maybe the science ship would have been better. It's just pure chaos. This parade is not going well. But during this, we did finish cybernization, allowing us to make super clerks with a trait giving them even more trade value. It's beautiful, and we're gonna be rich, I promise. We can now unwork all the cybernization jobs and just work the beautiful clerk jobs. Oh, we also got cooped. We are no longer Polygot, and now we're a niche unimportant activist for a small football team called West Ham. This hurts me. We give the reasoning that Lewis Hamilton represents our spirit. We won the race. But the Empress is not impressed because obviously they didn't see the race. They should have watched episode 1. But our economy is getting much better, and we're slowly curing deficits, as well as not getting taxed as much. The parade begins again, and it just turns into a complete mess and basically synchronized swimming, skiing, ice skating. Who knows? Now, another rule is building up your vivarium. The more exceptionals or rares you get, the more points you get, as well as the max capacity. So we'll start sending science ships to go capture. Since all of this chaos is over, we sit down and talk, and we're gonna vassalize ourselves. Not until we got taxed, our co-op partner upgraded our ships to get rid of all our alloys, and then we get punished for trying to evade this. I wasn't here. I was getting Maltesers and peeing. Thank you, Umar. Also, earlier we did buy a destroyer from somewhere that was going to be our champion for the upcoming event, which is a 1v1 tournament between every empire. I was preparing for that. Doesn't matter so much now, and we'll probably get points if we want it. And before we could vassalize ourselves, we get declared war on. Now, there's a controversial claim that Copium said we couldn't build or upgrade ships for 10 years due to Umar's incompetence. We were only told upgrading, so we're still building ships, we just couldn't upgrade them if we got better parts for 10 years. In this galaxy, combat is done on a free combat, upgraded from last video from 1-on-1. So we're building 3 destroyers, but they feel really bad because they were kind of pushed into it by Copium, who want the drama. We come to an agreement. We tried to negotiate peace without fighting, but Copium won't allow it. If we do this, everyone gets 20k alloys. We can't let that happen. So, despite the deal, Copium promised the winner 20k alloys, and what we agreed to is vassaling, but only status quoing, because otherwise we'd become their vassal, and we're really trying to be the Empire's vassal. We come to the deal, we pick the Ruria system to fight, and the Ruria system completely nullifies shields, so maybe we have a chance at winning even though our tech sucks, because we can maximize for that. We also demoted Umar to assistant to the regional manager. We've only got armor, we've only got UV lasers, and we wait a very long time for them to actually come. We also managed to start terraforming a planet, which is points, and the battle finally starts. We're outnumbered strength-wise. They've also noticed that the system nullifies shields, but we are told that at 6 months, it's a white piece. So Umar decides to run away with 1 ship. I don't think we would have won, but it would have been very close because I think our destroyers were actually doing a lot of damage. Okay, that was over. We can finally vassal. No, we can't. The tournament started. It's a series of 1-on-1 battles. The winner goes on to the next round until there's a final. Our fight is against the machine empires. Turn on our edicts and we're just faster than them. They can't catch us. Can we win a round? Somehow. I don't even know. The next round we try and fight, and the profits of points, the people who keep betraying us, ambush us at the gateway system, which is very annoying. We're out, but at least we can finally get on with what we want to do. The final battle was in a science nexus, and I immediately clocked that's going to be the prize, as well as probably points. We really wanted to win, but we just didn't get the luck of the draw. The Shroom Gang wins and gets 100 points. Damn it. We then do the Vivarium counter. We have 4 exceptionals and rares, but the Storm Riders have 12 exceptionals, getting 50 points. We get 10 points per second, which I guess it's okay. And I thought it was over, so I started culling our Vivarium so we could get more food to get the food points. And then I remembered there's also a prize for the most Vivarium slots filled out. We wouldn't have got first, but we would have got second if I didn't cull. We crashed the food market, buy all that food, and we turned 13k food into 13 points. Kind of makes up for it, not really. Well, all this is going on. The Galactic Imperium formed from the Empire, and the M31 refused to join the Imperium and get negative a lot of points. There's another lottery, and the Storm Chasers win. Then during the vote, someone becomes their vassal, and we may as well finally become their vassal. This allows us to get a commercial pact, giving us so much money, as well as establish branch offices in all their superior planets with trade, clerks. Oh, it's so good. The M31 did just get 200 points for being the only one not their vassal, but I don't care. We're so damn rich, but somehow we're 5th with 306 points. 4th is at 323, 3rd 329, 2nd 331, and 1st 361. We have 55 points behind first, which is not a lot, but we're incredibly rich. So hopefully we're going to get as many damn points as we can. We now have the economy to support it. Let's hope nothing random or chaotic happens. And now in this session, we're going to try and get as many points as we can because we have the economy to support it. We're currently 5th with 306 points, and there are some achievements left, like winning the Galatron for 500 points, but then the rest we can't really do. We could maybe get a branch office on 5 different empires' capitals, but it's actually impossible if no other empires are created or changed, because we have another Megacorp empire, a robotic empire, and an empire that won't speak to anyone. And yes, we can't make vassals due to RP rules. It would be a way around it, but we can't. So there are a bunch of rules. Don't worry, I'll let you know what's important when it's important. So to get the Galatron, we gamble immediately. I need it. I need the Galatron right this minute. We have the money for it, so let's keep gambling. Now, at the end of last session, we did become the Empress's vassal, a all-powerful empire that's come from another galaxy to warn us about a 25 times threat heading to our galaxy soon. The start of next session. They became the Galactic Imperium and no longer wanted us vassals. That's why we're not a vassal anymore. Oh yeah, and in this game, we can be taxed or gifted materials and specimens through your donations. Remy, the head of Operation Corset, who's been trying to leave a rebellion to make me wear a maid outfit, donated £60, giving 60 rebel units. They're taking 50 RU alloys, which is about 5,000. I know we said we're rich, but not that rich. We do manage to sell everything we can to pay this debt, and it was a small administrative error. We forgot about the lottery tickets, but those will be added on to the next round. We're very sorry. We plan to put buzzword standardization through. This will let us get more trade value to make the clerks even stronger. We also get more trade value from our leader as well as council agenda. It's going in a positive direction for now, and a huge Galcom session happens, which were also sponsored by Horizon Paperclips. Your clerking needs. There's a new Empress scheme, presents for peasants. The empire that's struggling the most will get resources. However, we have to pay taxes, which is all our damn consumer goods per month. Yay! We didn't become rich just to lose it all, but there we go. We also have a custom rule from each empire. This is one of the new rules, and whoever wins these custom rules gets points at the end. There's rules such as happiest empire, least organic pops, closest to original species as percentage of pops, most ionic peacocks, winner of the Empress's Marble Run, most total storms present in borders, and most clerks in the Empire. You can guess which one we put forward. That did mark the end of the session, and thanks to Rampage, we get 500 alloys for the clerks. Another one of the rules is that every 10 years, a wheel of personality is rolled to decide the leader of each empire. We roll...
It's me! It's me!
No. No. We can't get the Galatron now. We did a vote in our chat between the clerks whether I had to pretend to be Montu or if Montu comes in and controls the empire. If it's not obvious Montu controls our empire, this is going horribly for points and being rich. Oh no. And while that was happening...
The Galatron!
No way.
Galatron.
The Shroom Gang won the Galatron. Everything's a disaster, I hate everything. There is an achievement to actually win the Galatron in a fight, so maybe we can aim for that. Although we don't have many good techs, and I'm pretty sure they have battleships. However, you guys are insane, with the Fugal giving us some more alloys, with 6 RU units. We also get sponsored by a fellow empire in the game, the Fork, for all your fashion needs. Monty makes radical changes. All our energy gets pumped into alloys. We shift our cruisers to have an L slot with our lasers because we only have tier 1 mass drivers, so we'll just all go energy, lasers, why not? And Rampage gives even more alloys. Thank you so much. Monty then commits a sin. He unemploys all the clerks. The last time this happened, our homeworld was destroyed. Hopefully this doesn't happen again. Although, to be fair to him, our science did double, maybe helping us get better military tech so we can get the Galatron. Maybe he's not insane. He forces us down supremacy, helping with the fleet power even more. And then the Empress visits us. We get a present, and we give them a present, our finest armies. We got a card, Bureaucratic Overload, which forces someone to stop expansion. This card can be traded and used at any time, so we'll hold on to that for now, as there's not really too much we can do with it currently. Montu makes us add a luxury zone everywhere to cure amenities because they really want to work clerks, but no, he's not letting us. And there's a revolt. It's fine. Everything's fine. The Shroom Gang does have missiles, so we plan to put point defense on our cruisers rather than just having all those lasers. Maybe we could win. We also visit the M31, and because they just seem to accept everything, they just give us systems we asked for free. Unfortunately, Montu has banned the word clerks. I can't believe he's doing this. The systems we gained from the M31 had planets on them and pops, but we're purging them because we're a spiritualist. He makes us change it so they can be employed and then unemployed. To make up for this, we sacrifice on every single damn planet. To make me say the word, everyone in the council, in the chat, is spamming the word clerk. I'm not saying the word clerk. I'm not saying it. We do have the council session with buzzword standardization. However, Monty's also the host of the game show and our empire, so it's a win-win. He gives us unlimited time, and he also is the one doing the speech, until he massively messes up and causes everyone to hate us, and it doesn't go through. What a great leader. Please someone coup him. And now he wants to put through a vote of no confidence against the Empress. This is not good. No, please stop. However, Ozari saves us with 1,500 bits, enough to overthrow. We get another spin on the wheel, and we're led by someone who causes disaster. This is pretty much the same thing. Hatling Hatoro gives us more resource units to spend on whatever we want. Of course, it's going to be alloys. And we're called to meet with the Empress before we can even sort out all this mess Monty's caused. They want a big gift to make up for Monty's shenanigans. I mean, us getting rid of them's not enough. But there are going to be many disasters incoming. For some reason, they wanted our machines to be called Joan, so sure. We also got rid of the coup proposal to make up for it. And we may have become their butler and we have to pay for our uniform, which is all our energy credits. Not good. Another rule is that every 10 years, the air is on fire. This means for every agricultural job worked, people lose points. Clerk only, baby. We can't lose points. And there has been a galactic muster announced. We all must prepare for the crisis that's looming. The Empress will periodically give us rules for the muster, and we'll get points for the strongest and most artistic. We'll have to pay attention. She also wants us to bring our most prized thing when mustering commences. While the meeting's ongoing, we send some tea so they can sip on it, as a good butler that we are. Clerks have gone to the Empress Empire to protest. They're saying down with the Empress. Freedom for clerks. We're gonna have to deal with them. I threatened to ban them if they don't apologize. And because they keep disrespecting the Empress, we time them out. It keeps happening. This is a massive disaster. At least we're filling our role. And somehow the clerks clogged the Empress's hyper entertainment complex, and we've been punished by unemploying all clerks again. I send them all to apologize while we go for a break. During this break, we have some wonderful news. In exchange for everyone being nice to the Empress, we will succumb to the rebellion's wishes, led by Remy. The finale stream will be a charity stream. If the target is reached, I will immediately change into the damn maid outfit. To be there for the finale, 1st of March, 6 PM GMT. There's also a vote for the best custom rule. The M31 win for having the least robots employed. We come second. Damn it. The Empress's marble run commences. The top 3 winners will get points. As this is going for a very long time, essentially we came 4th and just missing out on points. We really can't get anything going this session. And somehow our economy's completely crashed. So we stopped trading to the Empress. Shh, don't say anything. I mean, it might be because we had to unemploy all our clerks as punishment. However, it wasn't too bad. Our science tripled when we unemploy all our clerks, and now we can research better ships and maybe build a fleet to win that damn Galactron in battle so we can get stupid points. And Copium gifts out maximum storage of alloys for the muster. That's pretty good. We now go down Cosmogenesis. We've heard from our researchers, or unemployed pops, that we could build something that would be the ultimate sacrifice. Let's hope we can actually research it in time. It's going to take 155 months with all clerks unemployed, but we may as well make progress to it. And there's been a new decree. We must have the prettiest lasers on our ships in the muster, multicolored on the front or individual ships. However, we could take this one further by doing the whole damn ship as multicolors. Surely we'll win. Empress wants us to move us to food, but I couldn't hear that. It broke up. Sorry, no food jobs. Copium have told us if we get Charter of Worker Rights through, we can employ our clerks again. Let's go for it. And then we declare war for the Galactron. If it's not going to happen now, when's it going to happen? However, someone else has also declared war for the Galactron, so it's decreed a 3-way fight. But in this galaxy, fights have to be done with only 3 ships. So we're going to have to send our greatest ships with that point defense on. But first, it's time for workers' rights. We say that not working clerks is bad. Everyone deserves a job, and also then we can actually work the clerks again. I asked M31 nicely if they can vote in favour, and they accept. Clerks have gone over to the Empress's empire and said if they don't vote in favour, they'll rebel. They don't speak for us. Do you want the maid outfit or not? And she votes against. This is not good for you. However, it does pass. Now, everyone must employ all jobs available, meaning we have to work the other jobs. No. Also, because there's a custom rule for least robot pops, we start purging them. Shh, don't tell anyone. We're told we have to restore all, even if it's not just clerks. I don't want to do it. I just want to work clerks. Anyway, back to the battle. The 3-way battle starts. We are outmatched. However, we wait for them to engage each other and we backstab, coming in behind the Shroom Gang to kill them. And then they somehow retreat bug back in, but they die again. Surely we win. It's a 3 versus 1. However, this might be the longest battle ever. We perfectly counter each other. We're sending hangars out, they're shooting them down. They're sending missiles at us, we're shooting them down. And our lasers can't get in range because they're much faster than us. Copium have a vote, and because it's taking so long, the Shroom Gang can re-enter. We get smoked and die and lose the chance of the Galactron. I'd say it's rigged. That battle should have gone on till it ended. The Empress liked our lasers in that battle when they did fire and gave us a card. We get Imperial Research Audit, which basically stopped someone from researching for 10 years. Pretty nice. The Prophet of the Points now have a dragon, and they send it to win the Galactron. We're never going to get the Galactron now. Because of the rigging, we put the research audit on the Shroom Gang. Screw you. So they said all jobs have to be worked right. But what if we disable the buildings? That means only clerks are being produced from the habitat districts, and we don't have to work those smelly trader jobs. We get news from Copium. we won the immunity idol. It was put on the planet that we terraformed last episode. It essentially lets us negate one time where we'd actually lose points, like if we disrespect the rules of gladiator combat, for example, for the Galatron. However, it is a dragon. We can't get it, even if we cheat. There's 65 months left on the lathe, and we're starting to build Dyson swarms on science stars so we can try and get more science somehow. The crisis is coming in 6 months, so we do the galactic mustering. The profits of the points have a lot of colony ships and a dragon. They get 7.5. But get 5.5 and offers Steve as their present. While this is going on, I'm a bit worried they're going to see our empire disable all the jobs, so I start disbanding them. There's no way jobs can exist because the buildings don't exist. It's not like they're disabled and stop working. They don't exist. This is fine. Read the small print. Storm Chasers get a 6.5 and Shroom Gang have a light show going on in their damn home system. They get 9.9. That's not good. Fork get 9. M31 get 3 points. I mean, they only had like 10 ships, and we show off our massive ships with loads of different lasers. However, on the Corvettes, we forgot to upgrade into the multicolor lasered version. We also give them the pet Yankee called Rainbow, inspired by our ships. We get 8. Damn it. We obviously don't get highest fleet strength, so get no points there. Now, time for the custom rules. Bart have the most robots. Shroom Gang has 100% happiness everywhere. We have least robotic pops, drawing with profits of the points, and the Shroom Gang. Shroom Gang didn't modify themselves. The profit of the points have the most psionic peacocks, and we actually have 3 storms inside us, drawing with the profits of the points. We also have 103 clerks, destroying everyone. They noticed we're not working or have any other jobs available, but it's fine. They thought M31 would circumnavigate the rules, so we activated a trap card, giving us 300 points for disobeying galactic law. Who knew the one thing we weren't aiming for would give us points? So where does that leave us? We tried to get as many points as we could, but it just wasn't happening. We gained 1 place and 363 points. We come 4th after the end of the session with 696 points. We're only about 300 below 1st. It could change if we had the Galatron. We'd definitely be in 1st, but alas we didn't. It's not going too well, and hopefully next time we can turn it around. And now it's time to take on the crisis. We've been told it's 25 times, so this is probably not going to go well. If we do survive somehow, we'll continue to push for as many clerks as possible, as well as researching and building the synaptic lathe to get as much tech as we can to try and catch up, as clerks don't produce tech. We could even try to expand into the L-Gate as well, and continue our quest for the most points in the galaxy. So as mentioned, we do get custom rules. We will mention them as they're relevant, but they change how fleet combat works, where you can only fight with 3 ships versus 3 ships. We need to survive for points, and there's also a redacted rule. Also, every 20 years, each empire will receive points for each 1k of fleets they possess, so we don't want our fleets to die. There's also a whole bunch of achievements, but we can't really get any of them. Maybe we can get lucky with defeating the Scourge, having their relic, or capturing the extragalactic matriarch. We are a megacorp, but this is only 4 possible empires we can put branch offices in, and we do have them in all their capitals, but we need 5. So hopefully we can maybe switch an empire's ethics from megacorp or from inward perfectionist. We do have 35 months left on the lathe. Hopefully we can get that done sooner rather than later. And look at that. The crisis spawns straight away. The spirits and the sacrificed clerks will hopefully protect us. Oh, and they spawn right inside us. Oh, this is going to be a long day. We call for help from the galaxy. We require immediate assistance. And Copium, the galactic host, says if anyone dies, everyone loses points. So it's good motivation for them to help us. We did use our scanners to actually look at the fleets, and that doesn't look too bad compared to the size of our fleets. We were told it was 25, but they failed to mention the 0 point. There's hope for this galaxy yet. We rally everyone at Clarion. We cannot lose our only shipyard and capital. But before we do anything, of course, it's more important to look at the galactic community. What's on the floor? Constitutional immunity for the Shroom Gang. Yeah, that's not going through. The lathe will cost a bunch of alloys, and we need to build ships. We did save up 10,000, but in this galaxy, you could donate money to tax or gift us materials. Of course, Remy, the leader of the Maid Outfit Rebellion, which, by the way, they won the last streaming as this video goes up, will allow you to donate money to the charity that I've picked. And if you hit the goal of $300, I will wear the Maid outfit. Oh no. But yes, Remy took 10,000 alloys from us, which is everything we had. Damn it. Borg accidentally engaged in the Rurius system next to our capital, so we go and help. There are so many pretty colors. The Empress did make us muster full lasers in the last episode, and it looks like they're countering the Scourge, which is great. And The Prophet of the Points did muster an entire fleet of colony ships, and they are on their way to protect our flank in the north above Clarion. I don't know if that's going to go well. With the victory in Rurius, we push on, taking down systems and pushing them back from Clarion, while colony ships are holding the line in the north. We continue to engage them and win, while Prophets hold with their dragon and their fleets on the other flank. It is weird how the Empress ran for this and was so scared. It seems pretty easy so far. And the second wave just jumped on all of our ships. Yeah, this is not good. This is very, very bad. We managed to retreat and try and rally everyone back at Clarion to hold and push them back again. And our fleets didn't even retreat to our capital, so we're going to have to move them around and hopefully not get them killed. For some reason, Fart refuses to help and they're just upgrading in their capital. We will remember this. They're currently bombarding or taken 3 of our planets. It's really not good. Please come and help us. Luckily, we have started to gather in Clarion. Those who are willing to join us in battle today. Follow the fleet. Follow the fleet. Save Rurius! Save Rurius! Charge to Rurius at once! We go to Rurius to help because, again, people keep going through that gateway and getting caught, and we win against the second wave. Also, there are sponsors in this galaxy, and we're now sponsored by the Prefume Scourge. The resistance is futile. We are pushing back in Rurius in the west, but it looks like they're flanking us in the north. We've lost so many systems. Hopefully they don't flank us and take our capital. That'll be bad. While this war was ongoing, we did manage to get the Lave tech. So hopefully we can build this once we win and carry out the ultimate sacrifice for the Clerks. We decide to keep pushing in the west and call for backup in Clarion to try and hold while we flank them around the north, which we do well. Now it's just time to deal with the flank. And I mean, this is just a beautiful sight of everyone pushing onwards together. And the flank was dealt with before we could even get there because our ships suck. And the redacted rule is revealed. Each ship killed will be 10 points. Not that great as we don't have many ships, as we never had damn alloys to build any ships because we kept getting taxed in every single damn session. But luckily, the Shroom Gang is helping to liberate our planets, which we get back without losing too many pops. And we've also built up a fleet of construction ships to reclaim any land lost, so we shouldn't be in a worse position. And now we successfully push them away from the core systems. Now it's just to try and clean up and maybe get a few more points while we're at it. Personally, we were the battleground. That's great for entertainment and should be worth points. But the presenters didn't agree, which is very sad. We head to save our last planet, and we did it. The Scourge are defeated. We got 147 kills, so 1,470 points. This calls for a Clerkalicious song.
If it ain't clerking, it ain't working, friend. A bureaucratic space empire anthem. We set our sights beyond the stars, expanding why we work real hard. Not with lasers, not with might, but by fighting force just right. Governance is power, and order is key. Regulations keep us free. Colonies thrive, the system stays tight. Efficiency is our birthright. If it ain't working, ain't working. Stop that form, keep the wheels turning. From the core to the stars, and control every clerk knows the truth data first. If it ain't clerking, ain't working. No shortcuts, no overburdening. Log and file and approve our request. The bureaucracy knows what's best.
You can watch the full thing here. Yeah, I did make a Clerk themed music video just for this. We'll carry on. And somehow the Empire has gone from infinite points to 10. I mean, if they don't have infinite points, why are they even Empress? Down with the Empress. M31 didn't kill a single ship and lost 3,000 points. And we're feeling a bit undermined due to that Empress situation. While this is going on, we do try to buy and save alloys for the Cybernetics Lave, which will cost 15,000 alloys and 300 influence. However, we get taxed again. 6,000 alloys gone. We maybe should have spent them on ships, but the Lave is the long-term play. And also every 20 years, our leader gets decided on the wheel of personality. We are now xenophobic Dave. What's going on, governors? And Dave has a little wheeler-dealer trick up his sleeve. We're hoping they forget about employing everything, which was a resolution we put last episode for Char of the Workers' Rights, where we can't actually manually deselect jobs. This means we have to work other jobs other than clerks, which is disgusting. So we sneakily start to rebuild buildings that will give clerks and only work the clerk jobs, as otherwise we have to work filthy traders. We're still trying to get alloys, And we haven't even researched the arc furnace. It would help a lot. Luckily, we did get gifted a science nexus by Copian to give them more entertainment, but hopefully we can use it to get some great techs. And they've seen we've broken the law. At the end, they will reveal the punishment. However, I think it's going to be a deduction of points. And guess what? Last episode, we got the immunity idol from one of our planets. This will let us negate negative points once. So bring on the negatives. Dave don't care, mate. The Emperor's also got a sponsor asking for people to revolt against them. I mean, they've asked for it, so we may as well give it to them. And then we have the Galactic community. Pax Galactica, meaning we cannot do wars between each other. Fart want a rebellion and the Empress to fall. However, the Storm Chasers are supporting alongside the Shroom Gang. However, the Empress has no points. So what is the point? So us and the Fork oppose. Shroom Gang, however, says if someone votes for, they'll give a Nexus. So that's enough for us. We're voting for. It's about to go through, but Fart uses their card that they got last session to fail the vote. However, we still get the science nexus, so profit, mate, profit. We now have to pick a partner empire. Any points gained or lost by either partners will lose the points for that partner. Hopefully people forget that we're getting a massive negative at the end of the game. However, I want to partner with Fork. They've been our Megacorp friend and neighbor for this entire session, and they also want to team up with us. I reveal we have the immunity idol to them, so they don't have to worry about that endgame negative points. We also both want to overthrow the Empress, and while we were talking, we also got the Blade of the Huntress, which is pretty nice. Copium come to mention that the Shroom Gang are planning a war against anyone who opposes the Empress. We're not going to let that happen. So we form a defensive pact with Fork. If they attack, they'll not have to fight just 3 ships, but 6. As it's per empire, we can circumnavigate the rules. We're now researching battleships, which is going to greatly help us in those wars. And, like clockwork, the Shroom Gang come in to threaten us. If we don't stop undermining, they'll attack. What happened to Pax Galactica and one in PC? Also, Dave's not a fan of being told what to do, so we start demolishing all those damn commercial districts so we can only work clerks. And Shroom Gang are definitely going to beat us. They have a strong military. But if we can get Fart in on the defensive pack, we could take them. It will be a 9v3. We're going to support for now, as we don't want to be dragged into that war, and then all undermine when we're ready. They come to say they're pleased with supporting, little do they know our master plan. So Copium held another meeting and kind of saw us destructing all of our stuff. However, we have a brilliant argument. There are currently no jobs to work, and we need space for housing. We didn't fire them, they're just working from home. So we build luxury residences everywhere. We're now sponsored by the Maid Clerk Association, staffing a luxury residence near you, meaning we can work from home in a maid outfit. Everyone wins. And then I just try and get Copium out. They just keep bothering us. We want to wear our maid outfits, work clerk jobs, or be unemployed, and watch the damn footy, mate. There's nothing actually in the rules to not allow what we've done, so the court rules in favour of us. We're going to buy a point for that, Judge. Now Copium have gone, we can go and talk to Fart and profit of the points who have partnered up. They eventually get what we're saying and agree to do a defensive pack and all undermine. Our allies is also getting close to building that lathe. And we're on to enigmatic battle cruisers, even better than battleships. This is going to be so good for us. We start upgrading the branch officers again. We shouldn't forget our roots. I may have forgotten about them. And just like that, we lose 6,000 allies again. Please stop, Rebby. Now we're all actually undermining the Imperial Authority, and we're all protected from the Shroom Gang. Unfortunately though, it didn't last for long. Undermining is now tied. We need people to level up their governors or someone else to switch. And the prophets stopped undermining. The authority is now going up, but it was good while it lasted, I guess. We finally got enough alloys to build the lathe. So we're going to put it in our central systems to protect it and start building it. While this was going on, the M31 opened the L gates. We sent in a armada of science and construction ships to try and grab land for the Great Clerks and turn this into the Clerk cluster. Luckily, we had a science ship nearby, so we can start serving as soon as possible. Also, last session, we did get a card that would stop people expanding. So if the M31 beat us or someone else, we can play it on them just before they build their starbase. There's a lot of people in here now, but we have more science ships. And the M31 start constructing. We're like only 1 planet away, so let's use that card. We successfully play the card in time, stop them expanding, and we can construct there while closing borders, so we can get the entire cluster. And it's been another 20 years. The wheel is spanned. Say goodbye to Dave, mate. And it landed back on Dave. He's back, mate. We also got the enigmatic battlecruiser finally, so we'll start building some. We do actually have no X research yet, so this ship can be even stronger than what you see here. And since we finished our traditions, we can start ascending planets for more trade. And somehow we've started undermining again, we'll take that. And finally, the lathe is online. We immediately start by building neural gates which will give us more science per pops being enlightened. And for some reason, Fart declared war on the Shroom Gang, but that's not our problem. It's only a defensive pack. Also, from the L-Gate, we get the Grey. We can make them into a warship, and it's worth 60k in fleet power. The free-on-free combats are going to get a lot better for us. Just look at it. That L-Gate play was huge. We continue to upgrade the Lathe and put all the unemployed pops into the Lathe. The Shroom Gang is back to threaten us, but remember, they don't know about the defensive pack rule, so they think they're just going to be fighting one of us. We also start researching an X-Slot to get those battle cruisers even stronger. And they declare war, but we're all dragged in. If we win, Fork imposes ideology, which also lets us put that Megacorp branch office in Shroom Gang. Unfortunately though, us and Fart went into the wrong system, which killed Fork as they had to solo, but we came in to clean up and we won the war. I'm very, very sorry for. And this brings us to the end of the session, but there's a situation to deal with when we breach that galactic law by unemploying pops. We are going to lose points equivalent to our science production, which is 4,000. That's not good. However, we play the immunity idol, which negates all 4,000 points, which is essentially a 4,000 point play, which is a huge boon for us. Looking at the final score, we are 6 with 6,226, 11,000 behind first. It's not looking great, but hopefully we can push on. I did miss the next episode, but I will quickly summarize what we did. It was a rough one for us. Went to war with the Shroom Gang again. We used Grey, but he countered it and beat us, making the Grey retreat. We built a few habitats to expand the Clerk Empire, and we did make a deal with the Empress, allowing us to build branch offices in any and all Empire systems without a commercial pack, which should get us one step closer to getting branch offices in every capital. We constantly fed the Lathe to get even more tech. We had a lot of clerks, but they started building lots of alloy jobs and not working clerks. That's disgusting. We're going to fix that when we're back. And they built an eco-monopolis with the aim for alloy buildings, but we're going to convert that into a mega clerk monopolis. We did do another war against Eldian 1 to get some points, and we did an amazing speech apparently and got more points. However, we dropped down to 8. We did get up to 16,226 points, but now we're 26,000 behind first. We are going to have to pull out all the stops in the finale to try and get as many points as we can. But this session was quite mad. As you may have seen from all the other episodes, there's been a maid clerk rebellion brewing. And well, in the final session, I felt the repercussions. This session had a stream goal for charity. At $300, I'd wear a maid outfit. This money was going to knock the National Ovarian Cancer Coalition. This cause is close to my heart, as my grandma passed away from ovarian cancer when I was younger. I thought it might have taken a lot longer than it did, but literally as soon as I started the stream, James donated $50, also giving us RU, getting us closer to that goal. Also, there was in-game repercussions. Half of every empire, except for the Empress and the Prophet of the Points, because they were actually happy, spawned a maid clerk rebellion within them. This empire is angry at everyone for not working clerks and being maids, I guess, and they kind of hate me because of that. We may have not always worked clerks. However, going into the session, we were somehow first. I believe this is because last session that I missed, any points our partner gained would be given to double to us at the end of the session or at the beginning of this one. So thank you, Folk. Of course, there's always rules, custom rules for the Empire. We still have spin the wheel, but wars are now allowed, and it's not just between one ship or 3 ships. You can use as many ships as you want. However, there is a new war that you can do. High risk, high reward. Basically, you can declare wars to steal points. However, you can only use 1 fleet each. You can only steal points that you have to wager them, and you can't steal points that are locked in for the end of the session, like the Garden of Eden points, where if you hold this at the end of each hour, you get 20,000 points. This is going to be a spicy end. Can we hold on to this lead? Do it for the clerks. You can also gain immunity in a system using RU. This might be useful if someone declares a war. We'll have to see. And for the final achievements, there's only 2. Use a world cracker to destroy another empire's populated planet is worth 20,000. However, we don't have the world cracker as we use our ascension picks. Mine, capture another contestant's original capital system, 20,000. Maybe we can grab that. And before I can even explain the rules, yeah, we hit the goal instantly. Is this what you wanted? Is this what you wanted, damn it? Thank you to Remy and Kira for those generous donations to instantly get us there. And yes, we even have a Fork sleeve sponsor, which fell off while I'm recording this post commentary, sorry. So in terms of the game, our economy is completely burning. Minus 11,000 energy, minus 3,000 alloys, a month. We need to fix this economy as soon as possible. This is mainly due to the amount of fleets we have without the naval cap to support it, because we lost half of our systems as well, and some just blew up to black holes because of this whole rebellion. Our economy can no longer support these ships, as well as devastation on all the planets. We're going to start by building a crew quarter to negate dock ships cost. We also use Grand Fleet for 20% more naval capacity, and we remove some of the bad ships like the cruisers, and we just keep the enigmatic battleships. We do have over 300 RU to spend, so we keep our economy afloat with that for now while we try and fix the main issues. And we may or may not be spiraling. We gotta do these fixes quicker. We are still mostly working clerks, which is a good thing, and we do have a bunch of branch office buildings that we can fill. So we're gonna spam the naval capacity jobs, getting 10 per building. This should help a lot. While our co-op partner, Alpha, gets working on getting our starbases up to max capacity and changing them all to anchorages and upgrading them. We will divide and conquer this problem, and hopefully it'll be sorted soon. Yes, we have completely ignored the rebellion, but if we die from our economy, there's no way we can fight them. We will soon. We're now nicely into positive energy. Now we just need to fix the alloys and of course the naval capacity. And we're just going to ignore all those maid clerk fleets in the north in System 73. Let's just hope they don't come for us. We can make a Dyson sphere, so we're going to start doing that instantly. And now we're somehow up to 5,000 energy. I don't really know how that's worked out, but we'll take it. And there's a rebellion going on, but why not another one? The Empress is falling, and we're going to join to defeat the Imperium. And of course, we still spin the wheel to change our personalities, and we get free choice. Dave the Maidie's back, baby! And we don't actually have to do anything to make the Empress fall. Fart is in there destroying their fleets. Just look at them go. We go and congratulate Fart. We try to weasel the defensive pact out of them because we are probably one of the weakest military-wise, but we have the most points. They want to think about it and will let us know later, but it's not looking good. Fart do want a commercial pact with us, which will give them 610 energy a month, which is only going to go up. I say it'll cost them a defensive pact, and I think that's a great deal, but they don't want to do it. Now, Copium did bless us with all the technologies, so they can have a great fight for the points in the last session. Therefore, we don't really need to enlighten our pops anymore in the lathe. So we're going to send them all back to the planets to work the clerk jobs and go out with a bang with as many clerks as we damn well can get. There were also 1-minute speeches to be held where the audience will vote on them. It was close between M31, us, and the Prophet of the Points, so let's hear those speeches.
Curses, O you masters of cruelty, you lords of despair, heralds of pain, architects of depravity, instigators of misery, overdaddies of pain. I have danced long enough for your sick and twisted pleasure. How far will your depraved desires go? Reflect upon yourselves. Cease this insult to reason.
You've still got 26 seconds.
Curses. Why must this go on? I wish for this to end. End me. You never get bored. How long is a minute? Why is a minute so long? What is time? Why am I sentient? I am a toaster. A glorified toaster. Have you no empathy?
That's your minute. Thank you very much.
Alright, how's it going, everyone? I just want to take 10 seconds to just ask how you are. I don't really care. But you like chaos, right? Look at this maid clerk rebellion. Where did it come from? Us. We work from home in our maid outfits with only clerks. And there's chaos for your entertainment. Points galore. Everything you could want for your viewing pleasure. Do we actually have to use the old time? That's all we have to say.
30 seconds left.
What? A minute is bloody long, isn't it? Well, I don't... yeah, there's points, there's clerks, there's maids. I've hit all the bullet points.
All the
bullet points. We won that race in episode 1, if you remember. That was good fun. Yeah, it's good times, I guess. Just if it ain't clerking, it ain't working. Watch the music video live on EP3O's channel.
And thank you very much. That's your time done.
First off, watch me whip and watch me. Nay, nay. Nay, 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 nay. Nay, 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 nay. Nay, nay. Nay, 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 nay. Nay, nay, nay. Nay, nay, nay. Nay, 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 nay.
You have 45 seconds.
Nay, nay.
I'm going to cut off the naying. Yes, it was just more nays. I do my best to rally the clerks to go and vote, and Fart tried to vote in the vote, which meant half of their fleets got disbanded. It has been narrowed down to 4, and we now rally the clerks to go again. The vote was extremely close, but thanks to you, clerks at home, we managed to pull away and become victorious, gathering those 50,000 points to try and stay on top. And just as we expected, the Prophet of the Points have declared war on us to steal points. 30k's on the line, but I don't think it's going to go well, as they have 1 million fleet power. And the Maid Clerk Rebellion's also passing through our space. Not good. The fight commences and we deploy runaway maneuvers. It does surround them and confuse them, but it was too good to be true. We can't take them down, so we lose 30k points. And of course, a load of our systems have been taken, so we're going to go through and try and take them back, as our economy is pretty much back on track, kind of, not really. The Empress did hold Garden of Eden, which reminded me that was a thing. They get some points, but we continue to push back against the Maid Clerk Rebellion, taking most of the systems back. But we desperately need to keep gathering points. We're not strong enough to do point battles via wars, so maybe we can try and take Garden of Eden. To do so, the branch officers must go so we can declare the wars. It's going to be worth it in the end, clerks. We declare the war and charge. But the Empress comes quite upset with us, probably for good reason, as we didn't come and ask for the system. They might have just given it to us. I highly doubt it, but still. We had to act fast, and we're saying that we will not take their capital, and they still want to keep their floor. So we make a deal. Trade those systems back if we do claim them. And also, heading towards Garden of Eden, giving us a bunch of mega and killer structures, giving us a bunch of resources. Very nice. However, Prophet of the Points had the same idea and they take Garden of Eden before we can. So we're just going to charge at the capital to try and get some of those points. However, we say if they surrender before the Prophet of the Points win and we get Garden of Eden, we'll stop. And just ignore the fact that Maid Clerk Rebellion are bombing our capital and our capital system. We'll deal with that after. The Empress agrees. We get Garden of Eden and 5th floor, but I also may have claimed the capital when I started charging at it. I did not mean to scam them, but it does mean we get the points for taking the capital as well. It's fine, we can just trade all these back, right? No. Stellaris does not let you trade systems when you're at war, and we're still in that Maid Clerk Rebellion war. I did not realize that, so we'll have to wait till we're at peace to give it back. I am terribly, terribly sorry. Oops. Speaking of, Copium announced a bounty against the Maid Clerk Rebellion. The empire that takes the most Maid Clerk Rebellion space will win a bounty of points, 30,000 to be exact. Let's go and clear them up. We get back to our capital and completely decimate their fleets. You shall not take Clarion. And we have a sneaky, sneaky plan. We don't really have armies or a world cracker to take their planets quickly, but we can take systems that don't have planets, but more importantly, have kilo structures and mega structures. This will greatly fix our economy, and then maybe we can field a bigger and better fleet to defend Guardian of Eden and hopefully at points. And it's working. Our economy is doing insanely well now. The Rebellion is being annoying and taking random stuff, but we'll keep catching them with our jump drives, and we just continue to spread. And we get some points for holding Garden of Eden. We've held it for an hour total now, and we have built some armies to take some planets. We also accidentally lost Garden of Eden. Bulk were very close to the system, but we managed to jump drive to it and secure it. We are going to keep a bunch of fleets on this system while we continue to play whack-a-mole with their fleets. They just keep damn retreating every time we find them. There's also 2 crisis declarations on the floor, one for the Empire and one for the Prophet of the Points. I don't know what's going on. As long as they're not focusing on us, that's great. I do feel a bit bad for the Empress, though. And the wheel is spam again. And we're Gordon Ramsay. So we're not going to be an idiot sandwich. The Maid Clerk Rebellion's also trying to take back the Empress's capital. We need to keep it so we can trade it back. So we'll send the finest ships there to take them out. And because Garden of Eden is going to be a great point source for us as the game goes on, we're going to start building up some defensive buffs in the system so we can just park all our fleets there and hopefully win the outnumbered fights with the star-based bonuses. And this is why the Maid Clerks weren't scared. They have their bastion, Cadia, with 20,000 armies. Oh, there's no way we can take that. We don't have a world cracker, and I am not building the armies for it. So someone else can come crack it. We also won the lottery somehow. I didn't buy tickets, and our prize is, of course, an exclusive paid-for trip for our entire council. Yep, we have to unemploy them all. Due to holding the Garden of Eden for the 2nd hour, we get some more points. It's really starting to pay off now. As we bombard their final planet, a transmission from the Maid Clerk Rebellion is played as they fall. On to new horizons we shall go. We attempted to save the galaxy, but now we must save ourselves. Let those who put us down eat each other. What? We will rebuild a new home. No longer speak to you, my daughters and sisters of the Maid Rebellion. As the head maid, I speak to you as a woman who has fought and bled for justice, thinking about those who heard our story would help. I was wrong. Now I enter my cryo sleep. I hope to awaken to a realm. I hope we can finally find the peace we used to have. I wish to stop fighting, and yet I may never awaken. Onwards with hope. Goodbye. And while we're bombing, they get cracked. And with that, we have the end of the Maid Clerk Rebellion. It was a fun ride, but don't disrespect Gordon Ramsay in a maid outfit, damn it. And because they fell and us and Falk took a lot of them out, we have to explain to Copium why we should win the points. But we have a proposal for Copium. Falk and us have gone back so far. We've given each other points, we've defended each other, we've built a trade-centered galaxy, and we both basically defeated the maids together. So I propose a 50-50 split on the points. However, just like everyone else in this galaxy, they backstab us. They say they were responsible for most of our points and that they deserve these. Copium decided to award the points to Falk as they killed most of their fleets, and we also get punished 20,000 points due to trying to share the points. We're still in second, but the Prophets are pulling ahead massively. There's no way we can declare war on them to steal their points. But we can actually finally trade back the systems to the Empress. They send through an offer, and Alpha accidentally accepts it without reading that damn small print. We lose the Garden of Eden, just like that. However, the Empress gives it back. It was merely just a joke, and despite us accidentally taking all of their systems. Oops. And that crisis resolution for the Prophets is here. We decide not to go for it. I think we will die first, and if we die, we have no points. No one's come to us to say they'll defend us. If they wanted to take down the Prophets, they should have got us on side. And that resolution does fail, and immediately Falk go and take the Empress's capital to try and get some more points. I do feel bad for the Empress at this point. And here could be the biggest mistake that I made. Just run my fumble. This is all Copium's fault, I think. I try and be nice once.
Whoa.
I try and be nice once and I get punished.
DJ.
Yeah.
DJ here. Did you hear that? EP3O's comment?
No.
Yeah.
The Divine Administrative Order just claimed that everything is Copium's
No.
fault.
I said the acts of aggression.
I did hear that.
That's not cool.
The acts of aggression that is causing this splendid entertainment is Copium's fault. So it's a good thing.
It's not very good.
We'd like a public apology right now. We want a 1 minute long apology in 5 minutes time. I'll give you 5 minutes to write your apology.
I've got the timer ready.
All right.
Yeah. Would you set a 5 minute timer? And we need it has to be at least 1 minute.
Yeah.
And we'll see if we accept it. If we don't, you might be losing some points and or disqualified.
Okay.
We have a timer running 5 as we speak.
You got 5 minutes to give your apology speech.
He doesn't actually. He's got 4 minutes and 50.
I'll do it now.
2,
Why?
1.
I'll just do it now.
You want to do it right now?
Yeah, let's get it.
Oh, brave.
Yeah.
Brave. All right. You got 1 minute.
Hang on. Let me set the timer. The timer is starting now.
As you can see,
go to slow, please.
Oh, as you can see, this is from the heart, as I have not prepared anything. Copium, we are sorry. We didn't mean to make any bad comments towards you or to disrespect you and what you've brought us. You found us when we were a fledgling little habitat above the system of Clarion. We weren't clerks only, that's all we did. And you rewarded us. You gave us purpose, and we love you for that. We're deeply, deeply sorry for even implying that you are a negative on this galaxy. The scoreboard, one of the greatest things ever. I don't think there's a galaxy out there that could thrive this much without that scoreboard. We just can't really say sorry enough. If there's any actions that would help make this apology go over more, we would love to hear your thoughts.
And that's it, your time's done.
We are
I don't
sorry.
feel that was a very YouTuber apology, DJ. I'm not feeling like I don't
My-
know ukulele.
My ukulele was in the other room. The
Monte,
ukulele was
there
in the other room.
Ukulele. You were given 5 minutes to prepare.
And you chose to throw it away.
I wanted to do it from the heart. I'm sure that can be appreciated.
So it didn't even feel disingenuous. It just felt rushed, which was worse.
Yeah.
It was worse.
Yeah. It felt unplanned, felt chaotic.
I think planned apologies are not great, though. You don't want it to be
You didn't even say
PR'd.
support my mother in a gold suit or anything. Like, it was, what is the point?
I don't even know what that means. What?
Nothing.
I'm with Montu. What's the point?
Huh? What's the point?
Yeah, what's...
Wait, so you guys are saying there's no point? Wait, what?
That was just awful. So, apology not
Yeah, let's put on 0 point. Yeah, we're going to knock your points down to 0.
What? No, we're not.
Well, no. Just from the 14,000. It's a 14,000 point deduction.
No.
Oh, what are you planning?
No, there's a far more enjoyable thing to do. How many points are the first place people got?
179,866.
We're not catching them.
Good point.
So,
886.
So if we were to give 100,000 points to the clerks at this point, that would paint a big old target on the head.
It would, wouldn't
Can
it?
we like pause for a
the
second,
biggest of
because
targets,
I've
right?
been trying to.
Yes, no, that would point a big target on the head, and they do have the Empire could declare war on them. Excellent. Yeah, we'll give them 100,000 points, DJ, shall we?
Yeah, should we go and let the other Empire know about that?
I think as he's asking to pause.
So I guess it kind of helped as we're now in first. But now there's a huge target on our back, and we don't have the fleets to defend ourselves against these overwhelming enemies. And the Prophets go for a Hail Mary. They decide to do a 2v1, fighting us and Fork for 70,000 points each. If they win the entire competition. If we win, we win. It's for everything. The stage is set in the Galactic Thunderdome. Fork are here, we are here. Everything leads to this. However, Fork engaged far quicker than we were ready for, losing a lot of their ships before we even start firing. We do start kiting them, but they're overwhelming to the both of us. However, it seems we're confusing them and managing to keep them in between us. Maybe we could just pull this off. They are running around like headless chickens, and they're rapidly falling in numbers. We're somehow managing to survive. It's not looking too good though. We continue to hold, and we've brought their numbers down a lot. But unfortunately, it wasn't enough. We finally get picked off, but maybe Fork can avenge us. Maybe we didn't get picked off. We started reinforcing. No, never mind, we're dead. Fork, I believe in you. Watching this battle back, I realized we could have made the system immune from enemies using RU. We could have won, but I forgot. And it's stalemating. It's a flashback, but Prophets finally decide to charge at them, and we send a Hail Mary. Transport ships should go in to maybe soak up damage, but it may have helped them. And the Prophets won. That was the last act of the final session, and that leaves us with the final scores. With no surprise at all, they win with 320,000 points. Those damn backstabbers profit of the points. I think we put a proud display for the Clerks, and I think we changed the galaxy's and viewers' opinion. Clerks. So that was an ultimate win in our books. We did manage to have 134,000 points at the end, finishing in second. With the Emperors just behind us, then Storm Chasers, Fork, Fart, Hopium, and last, but certainly not least, the M31 with minus infinity points in last. I hope you learned that if it ain't clerking, it ain't working. Till next time, I've been your head maid clerk, working from home. Goodbye.